welcome for something a little unusual for me. Usually I commentate tier 2, but today I've got the chance to commentate tier 1, which obviously for me is something new. Right, so just waiting for the first card to come out on track, which looks to me is one of the Red Bull boys. Of Lewis W. Why do I have like no audio? There we go. I got audio. Jesus. Hello, Tar. It did then just, yeah, and it is at the minute. I mean, I can hear the vibration in my ears, so yes. Trust me, mics die quick, man. Yeah, I can't hear it anymore. Beautiful. Right. Oh. I mean, you hear my voice well, last night I didn't exactly say much, did I? But I still put in the effort in. Oh, right, so, Lewis is our first car to start a lap. Let's hope he's... Beautiful. So, I see Mr. B&R Harley is racing in Tier 1 today. I'm assuming attendance in Tier 1 is a little low. I'm to bring in a Tier 2 to race. Let's just see.
We've got Kulovic is on the lap. So is Trezzy, Mr. Harley.
Yeah, Harley is that. Yeah, Harley's behind. Yeah, Harley's behind Lewis. So, let's see what Lewis can do first. Sort of at the pace of Mr. Kieran Froome yesterday, we are going to be looking at least into the 119s, maybe low 18, well, high 118s with this slot.
Hopefully we see some good times as Kulovic invalidates his lap.
Oh dear.
We head over to Maurice, is just coming through Sector 1.
And Lewis
goes the fastest Sector 1.
Yep, there we go, 119.5s, so pretty much on the money. Let's see what Harley... Oh, Harley's invalidated as a lap. Oopsie. Parson just coming through the first sector. It's Jaden coming around final corner. See what he does. And puts his Merc into P4. Almost
A little bit of a slower one from Jaden there.
Yeah, minute I was about to say minute and a half. Yeah, Jaden, sorry, I didn't mean to say. Oh, hello, has a little moment there coming out of turn 2.
As Maurice comes across the line, he's gone into P3. We also have the return of Sinak. Timo's coming out on his outlap. Airlines, Coulson. Trezzy goes 3rd, Jake 4th, as Kulovic has retired.
And Lucas puts his Merc behind his teammate of Jane into P9.
It's not going to be great for the Williams, as he'll be starting from the back of the grid after not setting a time. As if we see here, he's
Oh,
probably
and Harley's
had a
put it
moment.
in a wall. He's managed
Harley's in
to.
the wall. That was the same curb Sekulovic DNF'd on, is where he invalidated his first lap.
Oh,
Who else is on the lap? As
I
we
don't
see
think
here,
Harley had a very good
Rambo's
qualifying
on the lap,
yesterday.
going fastest sector 2. Doing it nice and clean through there. There's yellow flags ahead of him. His teammate Jake might be giving a bit of that slipstream down that straight. The good teamwork from the Ferrari. He's coming around the final turn here. Up to the line. Where will he put his Ferrari? He puts it P4 for 119.9.
It wasn't quite. These laptops aren't quite as quick as I was expecting them to be, but they're up there. They're faster than tier 2s a lot yesterday were. Considering it was only one person of Kieran that managed to get into 119s.
In tier 2 there was.
Right, let's have a
Let's
look and
head
see
over
what.
to Timo Games
Yeah, so I
in
just
tier
flicked that
2.
onto him.
Not tier 2. Sector 2, sorry. We also have Airlines further down the road in sector 3, coming down to the final turn.
Harley still in the pit, and then the Haas of the attack puts his Haas into 10th ahead of Mercedes boys by a nice
So
comfortable
Airlines coming
10th.
to the line. P2. 19.5, that was quite a nice lap. We see Timo Games coming through the last turn, a little bit shaky. As he comes up to the
Jesus.
line, where will he put his Williams? P7, just behind Rambo.
There's a gap of like 1/10 between P1, P2. Well, not 1/10, 100th of a second. Jesus.
As we have Petrezzi coming out for his outlap. The attack has invalidated his lap. Jaden's on the lap, I think.
I don't know. Oh, he
No,
must have
no,
had.
he's
So he
no,
must
he's
be out
not
of
on the
a
lap.
spin.
Harley's on his outlap. As we see Jaden starting his lap here.
Will you stop touching Daddy's phone, kiddo? Please. Thank you. Oh. Oh. Right, so Harley's about to start his first actual flying lap. Since he seems to have a little moment of constantly spinning it somewhere. At the slight moment. So let's just stay on board with him and see what he can do. Corby, no. F5.
As
No,
the
that's
current pole sitter has DNF'd through Hiscari.
Oh no! Did he do a Harley and Figgy? What's it? Of it losing the rear end.
He probably has, as Jaden goes fast as sector 2.
Ooh.
Will this be a potential pole lap?
Harley's backed off again.
See Jaden coming. Oh, look, Jaden goes wide. He doesn't invalidate, but that will slow down his lap by a margin. P7. Just behind Rambo, just ahead of Timo in the 119s. And talking to Timo, he had a huge moment coming into sector 2.
Ooh, Trezzy. Apparently 10th up on his previous lap.
As he crosses the
Goes
line.
P9
Just
yeah.
ahead of Jaden, just behind Rambo. It's very close from P6 to 8 currently.
No, I was gonna say there's not much in it.
between P6 to 9, it is just over a tenth separating all four of those drivers.
Well, if you think that's tight, how about first to third? There's 300 of a second covering them three.
Oh, Christ. That is quite close. So we head on to
Oh, Harley's
on
pitting
board
again.
with Rambo's. He comes into turn 1 and 2.
Let's see what Jake can do. He's marginally up in the first sector. Yellow flames all over the place. Oh,
Lucas gets a 5-place grid penalty of a collision with airlines.
Oh, Jake has just invalidated his lap and then spins for good measure.
As Lucas is just
So
20 miles, 15 miles an hour down that straight. He's almost sitting on the... He's on the racing line here.
Oh, he's got no...
A few questions being asked there by the Mercedes driver.
Yeah, consider the no situation too.
Oh, I didn't see that as Timo invalidates. Parsons comes into the pits. Rambo's invalidated, but he did set a faster lap time. I might have missed that. He's into P5. Was it just Lucas with that 5 second, or is it also 5 second 5 grid place, or did airlines also get one?
No, just Lucas.
Oh, was Sinak down to that final turn, goes wide and spins it, and a cheeky reset the track there. We'll see what the steward said to that, as Wolfak has ran out of fuel, barely reaching 120 full throttle down that straight.
Oh dear. Right, let's see what Harley can do. Consider fact he's wasted 13 minutes of this session, try to go around setting the lap and then decide to bin it off. Oh,
Jake retires in P11. Timo spun it off the track. So yeah, as Viatak comes across the line, what will he set? He did improve, but not enough to get any points as he retires on track.
Oh dear. What the...
As we now jump back over to Harley.
Yes, expecting fast lap here from Harley.
As he almost invalidates. And he does invalidate. Commentator's curse. Oh, as we see...
At this rate, has he used all 3 sets of soft tyres you're allowed in a session?
I would say possibly. You see, Jaden is not on a lap, I don't believe. As he's not using any ARS. Although I think I may... No, I don't know.
He is on a lap, but he's not improved. He's half a second down in the first sector, apparently.
I think I might have a visual glitch then. It's not what you really want, is it? As we see here, Lucas Mulkey. Hope that's how you pronounce that. In the Mercedes in P14 with a 121.3 so far. Not a great lap. Although, do bear in mind, currently he's last through that grid penalty. We see Jake
Harley getting saved from not being on last in the grid by penalty technicality.
As we see here, so Kulovic is retired, hasn't set a lap. Harley has had one of his Harley moments, hasn't set a lap either.
Here we go. Jane's now. Yeah, he's on a push lap.
Alright, let's sit on board with Jaden for this lap. As he comes through the first 2 turns, nice and smoothly.
See what Lucas can do while you watch Jaden. Where's Trezzy out of track? I think Trezzy's behind this Mercedes. Yeah,
Oh, as Jaden goes fast to sector 1, there's yellow flags for Trezzy's invalidated. Let's jump back on board with Jaden here as he's a 10th up currently.
Nope.
Very fast as sector 1. Bit of a wiggle on the curb there.
Lucas was not able to improve his lap. So at the minute he is still last on the grid. And Harley's out. And about finally.
As Jaden is up 3/10 on this lap. Could this potentially be the lap to set him on provisional? Oh, hang on a minute.
Yeah.
Let's just say, will this be the lap to set him on pole for now? As I will not try to pronounce that word. As it will the 193.
2/10 faster than Lewis. Jesus,
That
Lewis
was a
so
magnificent lap. Very quick lap. Very quick.
Harley's now on his push lap. Let's see what Harley does this time. Let's hope he doesn't invalidate.
As he's heading up to a bit of traffic behind us, everyone else is... Oh, and I have missed that. From P2 to 7 are all separated by 3 thousandths. Or 300, sorry. 3 thousandths, that'd be a...
Oh, yeah, consider the fact second and third are covered by 4 thousandths of a second.
Very close, but as we see here, Lewis will not be able to set a lap as he has DNF. But Wolfak, as Parsons goes second fastest for 119.4. I completely missed that.
Yeah, as I say, I'm busy watching Harley actually set a lap at the minute. And he's managed to not invalidate. Can this be a half decent lap from Harley? So far, he's kept it clean. Coming around the final bend now. And he goes.
P11. Not too shabby. Right, let's jump on board with Wolfpack here as he's coming down to turn 1 and 2. He is currently P4, but knowing the pace of the McLaren driver, I do believe he could set a good lap.
Airlines qualified P6 unless Sanex has invalidated his lap, so he will not be.
As we see here, Wolfpack does set a fastest sector 1. Is this the lap this man needs to set? Oh, as he invalidates! Wolfpack has invalidated his lap. That is his quali finished. Sinak, both the McLarens finished their lap. Airlines was finished. So we see Rambo coming down to the final turn, a 10th up. Where will this put him?
It's gonna be hopefully really good.
Timo retires. He's crashed in the same place his teammate has. Where will this lap put Rambo? P2 with a 119.4, just beating Parsons. Very nice lap from the Ferrari. Harley's invalidated. Maurice is coming down to the final turn. Which will be the final one to set a lap. He's ran out of fuel. So that wraps up qualifying. Your top 3 are Jaden, Rambo and Parsons, with Lewis making a debut, I presume.
I'm trying not to get mixed up now with what's the other league I commentate, ABRL, because I'm pretty sure he races in that one. So I think it might be a debut here. HRL? I'm not too sure.
Let me have a look.
As I say, I've not got chat up. I'm sat here looking at a blank screen.
There is the qualifying finish, and I believe there is rain in the race.
Oh dear.
That's what I've seen, at least, or been told. Now, I'm not sure if this is true or not. We will soon find out. As we see here, the top three separated by 0.08 of a second.
Rambo does like keeping it tight, doesn't he? Jesus.
The two McLarens separate by 0.004 of a second. It is very close between the top three. Who will come out on top?
Just for your information, just in case the facts people like it, the McLaren are Sanex and airlines are separated by 1,000th of a second.
A thousandth?
Yep, 1,000th.
That is very close indeed. Still trying to find out if Lewis is a reserve or not. That's my mission to find out.
Oh, we can.
E.T. Lewis. I think I may have found my man.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Did you have a little tier 1 race, did you, at some point, Tom?
Bottom?
Did you have a nice little tier 1 race, did you, back in Spa?
We don't talk about Spa. Wasn't one of my proudest moments. As there is rain, it is
Oh.
intermediates for the
Oh.
formation lap.
Oh, hello. Hello.
As we...
Bit of a mix-up. And chat J Flash 2309 is saying hi, Tom. And then you got Mr. Kieran in the chat as well. Hi, guys.
No, obviously, all my fanboys have decided to turn up. They heard my beautiful voice would be airing on HRL.
Oh.
So they had to come take a look.
Oh, look at the gap. P1 to 3 have created from the rest of the grid to themselves. Little Jane is going to be sat here for a while on the grid unless he backs off towards the end of the lap.
As we see Mr. Stimpy says hello as well.
Hello, hello, people. Hello. Oh. Oh. Let's hope this is a nice, clean little race.
Now, I believe, is this Jaden's third or second pole of the season? We know he's got very quick quali pace, but he's quite unlucky when it does come to the actual races themselves, which isn't what you want.
So, a Charles Leclerc of this season. Or last season.
As Maurice gets disqualified along with Viatak, we will soon find what happened there.
Oh, and
As
here we go. Pitch strategy.
Pit strategy, it says it's going to be Inters the entire race. However, I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think it will be Inters the entire race. Hopefully not, at least. As Jake messes up his thingies, as I have reason to believe Viatak might have tapped the rear of Maurice or something like that. But it's all good. They had a laugh and a joke. No one's angry, which is the good thing.
Right, and oh, Viatak with the jump start.
Oh, completely missed that. That was a very
This it.
odd 5 red lights. They went out very
So,
quickly. As we see, Jaden has a poor start, dropping down to P3. Rambo in P1. V-Attack P2. However, he does have a drive-through as they go into turn 1. There's an Aston Martin gone wide.
oof.
Now
That's
ghosted. There's an Alpine off the track of
there's an Alfa Romeo
Carlson.
ghosted 2 of Maurice's, but it's now gone back on.
Has everyone kept their front wing through turn 1 and 2? I believe so. As we see Timo Games looking for a
there's an
move. He
Alfa
gets
Romeo
tapped by the Aston.
Alfa Romeo Trezzy went a little wide, and the
Ooh,
Alpine.
Alpha's going side by side. Should not be a good place to crash his
Clarkson
teammates. Coulson drops to P16. Let's have a look at the position changes.
So V-Attack with an amazing 12 positions gained, but obviously that's due to the jump start.
Coulson started P8, drops 8 places to P16. Not great for a first lap. Timo Games up 1, Jake up 2. As we see here, Coulson then spins it. He spins it coming out of thingy, and he reset to track. Now that is what we do not like to see.
No, that's I'm pretty sure 10-second time penalty and some penalty points coming this way, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So
There's yellow is there yellow flags? No, it's just my dodgy eyesight.
you
There's an
mistaken
Alfa Romeo of Harley has to cut the corner to avoid an incident. I'm guessing, or he's messed up his braking, which we don't want to see one of them. As V-Attack has, where is he? He's still in second. He still hasn't served his drive-through with 40 ERS. He's very low. As we see Rambo up in P2.
Lewis and V-Attack just having a little bit of a love tap together.
Harley with another 5-second penalty. Corner has both the Alphas around. There's a Mercedes without a front wing of Lucas Mulkey without a front wing. Harley's been round. Trezzy was also around.
Oh, and Harley's off in the gravel trap and just keeps it out of the wall.
Let's have a look here. And we'll have a penalty situation. On lap 2, Harley has 8 seconds of penalties. And the attack has a drive-through. As Harley has another moment. And he does not seem to like these intermediates. We see Rambo have a comfortable 2-second gap from Lewis in that Red Bull behind as V-Attack now comes in for his drive-through. Everyone will gain a place.
No, Sonic is trying to make a move on Airlines into turn 1. Beautifully gets it done into the braking zone. And
so we see the Alpine of Airlines all makes contact with Sinak.
Ooh. And
as Airlines is still going for the move on Sinak as he's on the Bernie ERS, they get past him now. Sinak with 0 ERS on lap 3 of this race. As we're seeing some Timo Games was Airlines hits the curb as an absolute tank slapper in the intermediates. And now will this be a position for Timo Games? He takes the inside line. He's kept it clean through there. They're side by side now. Bit of squeezing going on. Bit of argy-bargy. And Airlines keeps P6.
This is an interesting race, a little bit here.
Parsons goes for a big dive. What happened to Parsons? He was up at the top.
Lewis
Timo has a big wiggle. As Timo has a huge moment and Parsons gets collected in that.
And VSC's come out.
I shall also clip that.
Yeah, I can't.
From what I saw, I'm very sure Timo Games comes out of Ascari as V-Attack gets another drive-through. That's not what that's the opposite of what you want to see in this race. So, from my understanding of that situation, I believe Timo had a few wiggles coming out of Ascari, and he'd lost the rear end coming out of it and smacked Parsons into the wall. Which is not good.
Oi,
the
get away
Astons.
from the plug, ta. Thank you. I'm dead.
As the attack comes into pit into DNF, I don't blame the man.
Yeah.
Parsons is not happy. Looks to a drive-through. The
Oh.
P4, Sinak and Airlines with drive-throughs. What is going on? They're too eager to get racing. This now means Jake will jump up to P4 with Timo Sekulovic P5 and 6.
This is.
Oh, there's a contact between the Red Bull and the McLaren as the Red Bull comes back on the track.
So Synex has had a bit of an off as well.
That was very close between Airlines and Lewis. As Jake and Lewis on a bit of a moment. Sinak now down to P9, still has that drive-through. Lewis has the drive-through, Airlines also has the drive-through, but neither of them are going to serve it this lap. Sinak is going to serve his drive-through this lap.
Oh, Ali served with 5-second time second. As team is trying to make a move on Jake into turn 1. Keep
Side by side, keeping it very clean.
Not to throw a bit of shame.
He was going to go for it again. He sees Jake has pushed him onto the grass. Bit of squeeze in there.
Oh,
Bit of argy-bargy. Tim has a moment. Does save it. Mulkey sets the fastest lap down in P13.
So that extra point isn't going to count for anything just yet, unless he gets into that top 10. As Wolfhack is looking like he's chasing Rambo down a little bit.
Rambo's had a very easy race so far, keeping the gap at about 2 seconds most of the race. The top 3 all on almost equal ERS. Airlines trying to catch, but he does have the drive through, so has Lewis. Rambo snatches back the fastest lap. Airlines is coming in, so Lewis is not.
Oh, and Lucas have another time penalty.
We now see Timo Games flying down the pitch straight to make the move, finish the move on Jake. Will he get it done? A little bit of a lock up there, gives Jake the room. It's very nice racing between these two. As Timo does get it done, he's now going to burn to keep ahead of the Ferrari.
Jake's going to look like he's coming back for a move on him.
He's going to sit behind him for now. Timo has another big moment. Lucas Mulkey sets the fastest lap again. The Mercedes and the Ferrari are going for it.
Rambo, what's your answer, lad?
Oh, as Jake has a huge moment. Losing out on about 3/10 there from that. As we see Sekulovic is up 8 positions. Jake's up 6.
Lewis
is
just in the
both
wall.
Lewis and Jake are in the wall.
Oh.
They both spun at the same part of the track as Jake comes out. Trezzy's recovered. He's now back into P8. Going for the move on Jake. Does Jake have front wing damage? I believe he does not. Let's have a look at Lewis. As they're side by side of him and Carlson. Carlson's up the inside. He gets the move done. Now we see Jake on the back of Trezzy.
Oh,
what will he do here? Lewis has retired in the pit lane. He's not a happy chappy.
And he leaves the session. That's his race weekend over.
Very unfortunate for him after setting the fastest lap and then having a decent start to then get in the drive-through. We see now Timo Games and Sekulovic, both teammates in 4th and 5th. Timo has a 6.3 second gap to catch to Jaden in front of him in that Mercedes. And Wolfpack has indeed closed down the gap between him and Rambo. 1.1 seconds now.
This might be a
There's
tasty
yellow
race.
flags ahead. There is a Mr. Harley again. He's not having a great race.
Oh,
Oh,
and
he's in the wall.
And oh.
Do not quite know what happened there, to be honest.
I just caught onto him and he was already going on the off. So
You see him
that
goes into
is
the
how.
pit. Locks up as he goes into the
And
pit,
yeah,
and he will
there is it.
retire.
Not
Well,
having the weekend these ones for here, Mon.
we're now down to 12 drivers. Lucas Mulkey 15 seconds behind Sinek. Airlines P10, Coulson P9, Jake P8, Trezzy 7th, Maurice 6th, Sekulovic 5th. Sekulovic has a big moment coming out of turn 2 as we catch on to that. Timo 4th,
But
Jaden 3rd, Wolfak 2nd. Now Wolfak is
Lucas,
within,
no.
almost
No
just
pushing
within a
buttons.
second of Rambo.
No pushing buttons. A little turd. Oh, no, he wasn't. He was snatched fast as that there from.
Wolfak has the advantage on the RS here.
Alternate airline, almost 6 seconds apart from each other.
We're going to jump back to Trezzy and Jake here. All within a second. As Trezzy is trying to catch him from the back of Maurice. As we see Sekulovic dropping back a little bit from Timo. About 2 seconds from there.
Let's have a look as to what everyone's apart from the leader.
Let's see, Trezzy's burning to try and catch up to Maurice a little bit. As Maurice is reeling in Sekulovic ever so slowly each lap. Although I do have reason to believe he has a knee injury of old age from Sekulovic. His breaking leg, his left knee, I have reason to believe he's hurt it. So
I'm guessing he's playing on a racing rig then, yeah?
yeah, he is. So this may be his time to retire from league racing, as obviously old age is getting to him a little bit. But we'll soon see. As it's now 5 seconds between Timo and Sekulovic.
Oh, Wolfak, 3/10 of a second behind Rambo. Rambo was having a nice, easy first couple laps, and now he's got to start defending.
So we're going to see here, both of them saving RS. Wolfak will have the slipstream down the back straight, but will it be enough to make a move? I don't believe he will.
Nah, too far back.
But it is very close in the top 2 now. Jaden is falling off ever so slightly. As the track starts to dry, we do start to see a bit of a dry patch in the clouds above. Will it be dry within the next few laps of the race? And if so, what will be the new strategy?
Oh. Depends as to how long the track takes to dry up. So, safest bet, I'd probably say go mediums. Don't quite think the softs would last long enough if it dries up before lap 20.
Jaden still... Timo starts reeling in Jaden a little bit, gaining 4/10 through 2 sectors. Jaden might be struggling a little bit now as we start to head into the drier patches of these inters. As Wolfak is now still saving, the advantage on ERS with Wolfak and Rambo is quite a margin.
Oh, little
Big
lock
lock
up
up
there.
from Wolfpack. As Jake has spun it through Parabolica. It's reason to believe that it's not called Parabolica anymore.
I give
As,
up on track corners, so I have no idea.
as Airlines will give back the position to Jake. Nice bit of sportsmanship there. No reason why he gave it back. I don't know if there was a bit of contact made between them. As Jake's going to give the position back to Airlines. As Lucas Mulkey goes fastest again. For 126.8. Slowly but surely, these times are coming down.
I mean, he is still on 2 laps younger tyres than everyone else on the grid at the moment, so...
Segubic is 3 second with multiple warnings. However, he has bridged a 2-second gap. Again. As we see Timo is starting to pull on Jaden, as Jaden's also starting to pull on the top 2 a little bit.
Yeah,
Not by much.
He's getting quite a little
As
bit.
will we see the move here from Wolfpack? He starts using ERS down the back straight. He's going to go for it here. Rambo, they're both the top 2 burning. The McLaren has the slipstream. He's not going to go for it. He's going to pull out last minute. As they get really close, as he taps Rambo a little bit there. And we managed to keep it. If that tap does bridge him a bit of time, he now has a 7/10 gap. As that's just good news for Timo as he starts pulling a little bit more. Let's take a quick jump to the fastest lap is held by Lucas Mulkey, 126.8. Beating Jaden by 11 hundredths.
Oh, this promotes Lucas up a position.
Oh, what happened with Wolfpack and Sekulovic?
Oh, what?
Oh,
is it,
Wolfpack
I mean, what
is...
what even happened with Wolfpack?
As we now see Timo in the podium, was there a moment between Wolfpack and Rambo? I'm very annoyed I missed that.
Yes, it's
as now we see
7/10 gap, and next thing I know, it's like now 2.5 seconds.
He's 2.5 seconds off the podium, which is brilliant news for Timo Games. As we see here, Maurice is falling off of Sekulovic. Timo has gained about a second over the last 2 laps. As we see Wolfpack come in, has he got a damaged front wing? Is the question. As he comes into the pits here, he's coming onto a new set of inters. No new wing, new set of inters. That is a questionable strategy. Will some... So Maurice comes into the pit as well. Oh, as we see, Jake has lost his front wing. I just caught that.
That's just another VS. No?
Is it VSC or is it full safe? Just the VSC.
No, it's VSC, so I was getting the colours of the 2 McLaren boys mixed up.
Cynical Wolfpack. Let's see, Maurice comes up P11, Jake P12. He has the pit for a new front wing, however, as Rambo is catching up to his teammate who is lapped. Will we see any more drive-throughs here? Let's take a look at the position changes. Rambo up 1, Jaden down 1, Timo up 7, Sekulovic up 11. Both the Williams having a great race today. Let's have a look. Trez up 4, Coulson 2, Airlines is still P7 as Lucas gets another drive-through. Rambo comes into the pit now. Jaden takes the lead of the race. Timo taking P2. What tyres will Rambo come onto? He's coming onto another set of inters.
Yeah, I think the track's still a little too damp for him.
Will we see a mixed strategy towards the end of the race? That would spice things up a little bit. We see Rambo drop down to P5 with Trezzy and Airlines following him as they go into the pits, and both the McLarens now gaining a position each, or 2 positions each, sorry. As that is, Jake is out of the race. He has indeed binned it. It's with 3 cars of DNF over the course of the race weekend. Will it bring out a safety car? If so, Rambo's strategy has just played off massively. His car is driving on the track. Has Jake lost his front wing and forced DNF, or did he DNF and magically Harry Potter took over his car?
Oh, no, it's still driving.
Oh, that's Rambo. Oh
yeah, that's Rambo. Yeah, another one.
We see Jaden in P1 now, back where he qualified. Coulson is now on the back screen at 1.8 seconds. Timo comes into the pits now, on for another guessing, and again guessing for a fresh set of inters. Jaden is still out on those inters from he's had from the start of the race. So Kulovic will go past, they don't double stack. As Coulson's into the pits. Has this paid off for Rambo? Timo coming out of the pits now. He's not got enough to... Wolfpack goes fastest. Here we go. Here we start to see the pace of Mr. Wolfpack. We know he does have the pace for that whole position. As he comes out just behind Timo Games. 1.5 seconds separate them. 1.3 tenths. As we now see Jaden leading. Sekulovic 16 seconds behind. They are on old inters though. Rambo in P3. Although both cars in front have pit.
No.
Wolfpack sets another Sector 1 fastest. My question is, does Lucas Mulkey have a response this lap?
I mean, he most likely will, but when there's 14 seconds worth of time penalties, I don't know.
As we see Jaden pulls into the pit lane now, keeping it nice, no penalty for the man. He will go on to the intermediates. Will Sekulovic follow? Hopefully he does. As his team owner, I'm hoping he does.
This is going to get very tight between Rambo and Jaden at the pit exit, I think.
As we see it, and then Sekulovic does come into the pits, getting overtaken by Rambo, overtaken by Timo, overtaken by Wolfpack. Will he make it out in front of Trezzy is the question. Wolfpack goes fastest again. 1.64.
Jaden's lost the position to Rambo there, coming out of the pit, so didn't have quite the gap
his strategy was not good, and it was a 1.4. However, wasn't Jaden, before they pitted, wasn't Jaden 2.5 seconds behind?
I think so.
As Sekulovic gets eaten up by the Alpha and the Alpine. His masterclass has slightly downgraded into a decent race. P7, he does have a 3-second penalty as well. Currently he is P9. My mathematics there took me a minute to figure that out. As we see now, Timo is 3.2. He's bringing it in to Jaden. Jaden is a 1.1, 1.2 off of Rambo.
Wolfpack is looking like he's going to be attacking Timo very soon, being 8 tenths behind.
Currently my predictions are quite close. A little bit close. Top 3. 4th, 5th is a no. However, Tip goes fastest with Wolfpack, replies with a 125.
Fresh tyres.
What's the ERS situation? Timo has the advantage on ERS from Wolfpack.
Lock up there for Wolfpack. No.
Bit of a wiggle from Wolfpack there as he comes out his exit turn 2. We see Coulson just on the back of Trezzy here. Sekulovic dropping off a little bit, 1.2, 6 tenths behind him and the Alpine. Lucas Mulkey just peeling into the pit lane for his... This is, I think, the 5th time he's come into the pits now. He's going to serve a penalty here. as he's jumped onto fresh inters. However,
No,
I
no.
don't think the track is going to get dry at any time soon. I think it will be inters for the entire race.
Actually, yeah. Well, consider the fact that Lucas's stops, his actual stops have only been twice, but obviously he's had a few drive-throughs, so I think your estimation of what 5 times in the pits is not too bad.
I think it's 4 actually. 2 drive-throughs. So the masterclass steering on that controller of Mr. Lucas Mulkey. Oh, he gets another 3 second. Now, I'd like to... Oh, as Airlines gets the move done on Sekulovic, as Sekulovic says, nope, I'm going to have that back as they go side by side coming down across the line. Airlines, they're both burning now, both the blue cars. Nenad has these slipstreams, they're going to go side by side, calling it very close, wheel to wheel. You have a big block up from Sekulovic.
Yeah, I just
Bit on the
tuned in.
grass, a bit on the grass, bit of a wobble as well. Maurice 8 tenths, 7 tenths behind. As we now see that Jaden is half a second separating the top 2. His teammate Games is slowly pulling in by 2 seconds now.
And that.
As Coulson gets the move down on Trezzy. Well, Trezzy, they both have a wiggle at the exact same part of the track. As there is a 18-second gap separating 5th and 4th. Top 4 in their own race currently. As we see it, Wolfak 4 tenths behind Timo. As we see 2 tenths behind Rambo and Jaden as they're both going to start burning. Jaden has the advantage in the RS. What will happen here? Will Jaden go for a move or will he keep it clean? He's going to have a little look. He's going to wait.
4 miles speed difference I think Jaden had there wasn't quite enough to get it done on Rambo.
We see, oh, yellow flags as Trezzy has indeed spun, and that is going to pull out a safety car.
Oh, yep. This is going to get spicy. Who's going to decide to try and pit and go for fresh inters?
Now, a safety car will bunch everybody back up. What is going to happen here? I'm mostly looking at the top 4 here, especially Jaden and Rambo. Now, if things were to happen, if Jaden is to win this race, Rambo P2, Timo P3, I have predicted the top 3.
See, with how Rambo's driving, I'm going to stick with how the top 3 are at the minute. Unless, actually, no, I'm going to go a little bold. I'm going to put Wolfak into P3. I reckon we'll have Timo into the restart. Jane is just burning a little bit of excess fuel off. Of it. Beamer was fancying himself a little quick pit. He sent Wolfak into the pits. Wolfak's opting for a fresh tyre strategy.
We see the Wolfak peel into the pits, or as he comes out onto the fresh inters. Coulson's going to peel in as well. The Airlines will get the move done on Coulson as he's in the pit lane, as Wolfak will not lose a position.
Oh, as Jaden had a...
Jaden has had a spin under the safety car. Jaden, what have you done?
And then, he plows.
Timo Games gets a 5 second for ignoring yellow flags. I think Timo accidentally overtook him. What is going on here? I'm gonna quick clip that just because as a steward this is gonna help a little bit. Because I don't believe that 5 second pen was Timo's fault. as we obviously, as you know, EA is EA. No one likes EA. Especially this game is notoriously known for its bugs.
Oh, yes.
I reckon that 5-second gonna get taken off.
Oh, airline's peeling off into the pits. No.
Well, that's happened because obviously Coulson had originally done it first, so I think they were avoiding the double stack. As I think Airlines will get out just behind his teammates. It's going to be close.
Yeah, so it's going to be close to Maurice.
Yeah, he's going to get it done. Right, that's not bad. So far, Airlines has started P7 and he's still P7 in this race. Timo Games, he's up 8 positions, qualified P10, is currently P2. Jaden qualified pole, didn't he? Yeah, he did. Qualified pole, currently P3. But the top 3 should be worrying about Mr. Wolfhack behind, as he has the fresher, faster intermediates. Unless the rain is to stop in the next 2 laps, Wolfhack is in trouble. However, I do not believe it is going to dry up. It's definitely drying, but it's not going to happen, I don't believe.
Nah, it's...
With 6-7 odd laps,
But then
mathematics
again,
is not good at 9 o'clock on a Tuesday, so. But
then again, EA has got this weird weather system that does seem to dry up quite quickly. So, anything can happen here.
I believe Wolfhack and both the Alpines. Oh, as Sinak gets overtaken. Maybe what happened there. But I believe, yeah, both the Alpines and Wolfpack are the only ones to have pitted onto fresh inters. You see, this will be the final lap under the safety car. It will be in this lap.
Yeah, Carson's on 2 lap old, Airlines is on 1, and Cynic is on 2 lap old.
Rambo on 8 lap old. Kubic on 6. So everyone at the back is on fresh tyres, and then the top 3 and Skulovic are on old tyres.
Fuck, it's definitely looking like it's drying, no?
I have reason to believe Jaden had a decent moment, therefore that is how Timo Games got his 5-second penalty. I'm sure that'll get taken off. But if not, it's racing. I'm sure Timo can do something magical.
I'm still quite surprised how Jaden didn't get a penalty for the collision with Timo though.
I believe Jaden was desyncing through that part of the track. Here we go, safety car is in this lap. I'm going to go down to, let me do a bit of mathematics here.
Well, 6.
5. Is it 5? Is it 6 times? 5 laps.
6.
We'll say 5 or 6. As we see here, all of them warming up their tyres. When will the Ferrari go?
He's such a little weird. Oh, he's
going now.
He's saying sayonara to the rest of the
Timo
grid.
has stayed with him. Jaden has dropped off a little bit, but Wolfpack is off by quite a margin. Timo is going to save his DRS as Rambo's going to burn a little bit to secure that
Carlson's looking
turn
at me,
one.
but no, he's just going to stay back.
Sinek and Maurice having a bit of a moment, a little bit of an argy-bargy through there. Maurice is on the grass as he's now going to get eaten up by all of the drivers. As Maurice barges back past through Lucas. I have a slight suspicion I don't think Lucas should be in Tier 1. But we go with things.
Trezzy had a spin.
Mr. Trezzy has spun out, but through penalties, how many penalties has Lucas got as Coulson gets the move on Sekulovic as they're side by side? Always the Alpine of Coulson has a big moment. Airlines is going to gobble that position up as it's now 4 tenths off of Timo to Rambo. Jaden 6 tenths behind. Wolfpack 4 tenths off of Jaden. Coulson gets a 3-second penalty. That's not going to help him out. Now Sekulovic and Coulson as Sinak gets the move done on Sekulovic as Trezzy gets a 3-second. It's all kicking off at the end of this race. I'm running out of breath.
I was gonna say there's penalties for everybody at this race.
2 tenths separating. Timo is burning, Rambo's burning, Jaden's burning, the top 3 are all burning to catch up. No one's gonna make a move. Wolfpack gets a little bit close to the back of Jaden there. So it's now the top 4 are all battling for this win. It's anyone's race now. We see Sinak almost. Coulson gets the move done on Sinak. As we see Sinak makes a return to HRL after a little break. As we see now Jaden's fallen off a little bit with Wolfpack, so they get that position on Jaden. They're going to go side by side through sector 2. Wolfpack is on the fresher tyres. Both very equal paces. Now going to help Timo, but Wolfpack has a bit of a twitch. Perhaps Jaden. They're both going to burn to get past. Jaden has the advantage in the RS. But this is ultimately helping Timo to potentially win his first race in HRL. Will this be another win for Rambo? Will it be the first win for Timo Games?
I mean, Timo is burning on that back straight.
Or who knows, Trezzy could win. Everyone could DNF and somehow Trezzy might win it. anyone's race, especially when it's intermediates. Timo is on these slightly fresher tyres, now he's going to burn.
Rambo's also burning, so...
Timo has the slipstream. They're going to go side by side up to turn 1. Who's going to be later on the brakes? It's side by side. Rambo's later on the brakes. Timo's side by side still.
Oh, this is turning into a Max and
up
Lewis
on the
moment.
curb. Leaving room very close on the rear tyres. That could have ended very badly. Jaden is now slowly falling off from Wolfpack as we see Timo Games. He's going to go for it again on Rambo. Will he get the move done this time? Oh, it's close. Timo has a huge moment.
No, thank you.
They're now equal on the RS. It's now Wolfpack has caught up. Now Wolfpack has entered the chat, and so is Jaden. Now anyone's race once again. The top 4 are all back in this.
Beautiful bit of race from this top 4.
The top 3 are all separated within a second between all of them. See Wolfpack. Timo's going to go for the move down to the final turn of the race. Sorry, not the race. He's going to go right round the outside. Will he pull off the move? Rambo's going to stick to the inside. As now it's Wolfpack is going to be pressurising the back of Rambo's. Timo's going to be a bit of swerving to block it. You see Trezzy spinning a little bit. He's now going to go 3 wide down to the final turn. Or first turn of the lap. Oh, is it everyone's argy-bargy? Wolfpack gets the position. Timo Games now going side by side again. All of them on a equal DRS. Jaden watching this, it's like sitting at home at the cinema for him. As Wolfpack's going to get later on the brakes, and there'll be a little bump from Timo, but it does nothing. Do you see it? 2 laps of racing left. What will happen?
Now entering the chat now too.
As we see now the top 6 potentially all battle for the race win here. What is going on? This is a very Very close race, however, Colston has a 3-second penalty, so we're going to see in proper position to Stinak. Timo's going to drop
You
down
enter
to
the chat.
P10, I believe. Just realised that Rambo goes a bit on the grass as Wolfpack's now going to pressurise him, burning ERS. They go late on the brakes. Rambo's staying with him on that inside. He's not making it easy for Mr. Wolfpack, as Wolfpack does get the move done. As Riley's in the wall! Oh, Rambo, what have you done? Oh, Rambo.
I just switched
again.
I just switched to Rambo. All I see him is go. You going, oh, oh, and then I said, oh, okay, Rambo's out. Oh no, Rambo.
Oh, Rambo.
Oh, and Lucas has got 15 seconds worth of time penalty, so
That was very unfortunate from the Ferrari driver. He had a huge moment coming out of Parabolica. Absolute. Don't even know if it's got a tank slap. I just think he lost the rear end. Tried saving it, saved it too much.
will you
stop
stop
trying
trying
to
to
get
get
for
for Daddy's phone?
Oh, Sekulovic, no.
Ah,
On the final lap of the race. As long as he finishes, he shall get one singular point. Has he lost his front wing? No, he hasn't. He's going to slowly roll back to the finish line. As we see Wolfpack, the man had a great redemption this race. Will he bin it around the last turn? I highly doubt it. He's taking it nice and clean. Sekulic has a bit of a moment again, as we're going to see Wolfpack comes out to win the Monza Grand Prix, second fastest lap as well. Timo Games will drop to P5, however, I believe that will get taken off. Jaden is going to be up in that P2, P3. We will soon find out.
so this is with penalties. This is going to be very, very something good to work out for you, stewards. But congratulations to Mr. Wolfhawk. P5 to P1.
Wolfpack with a well-deserved win. He fought back after having a dodgy race. As we see the podium of Wolfpack, Jaden, and I believe that's Airlines. However, things could change. We have to wait for the stewards and the tickets. Well, that wraps it up for, I believe that is round... What round is it? Let's have a quick look. Well, that rounds it up for round 8 of Season 5, Tier 1 of HRL. It was a very good race for the commentators today. Not a great race for Mr. Rambo. He led pretty much every lap of the race, and only on lap 26
it all fell apart.
all fell apart. Well, thank you for having me, Mr. Tower.
No problem.
I did enjoy it. It was a great race to commentate.
Oh, it was a good race. Right, yeah. I don't know. Some of you will hear my beautiful voice on... No, it's not this Thursday, as ABRL aren't racing this Thursday, I don't believe. So it'll be again for on Monday. You lot will hear my beautiful voice.
Well, that was a great race. I shall see you guys soon.
Yeah, catch you in a bit.